Hi, a very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf. I do hope I find you well. Today another restoration. So I picked this up at the Chatham Model Railway exhibition. I think I paid, it was either £15 or £18, but either of those is far too less money for this wonderful model. Die-cast body. I think this, well, it is a Hornby Dublo, but looking at it, somebody's had a go at a conversion to make it from 3-rail into 2. Now it's marked as an intermittent runner, and then it said underneath not a very strong runner, so yeah, I don't know why, but what we'll do is let's take it over to the track. Let's have a look what's going on, and then we'll get the body off and yeah, see if we can get this running again. Okay, so I've got the HM controller switched to, let's go for high impedance and full power. Let's go to low impedance. We got nothing. Oh yeah, it does want to move. You come back the other way. Now, the camera's not picking up, but there are blue sparks coming from the pony truck. Oh, it's going now. Yeah, there's a short. Let's have a quick look. Oh, look. Yeah, so what we've got is, yeah, look. So what we've got, the wheels are touching the metal body of the rear pony truck there, and probably the front one as well. Right, let me go and remove the pony trucks. Then let's put it back on the track and see if that changes anything. Alright, so I've taken the 2 trucks off of it, and it's still a very hesitant runner, but it is running, so I don't think they're helping. But I think there's probably more to this than just a direct short. So I think what I'm going to do, let's take this apart, let's give it a good clean, see if we can get it running better in this condition. Then I'll put the original pony trucks back on, see how it runs, and then if not, I'll have to replace them with some plastic wheels. But let's get it over to the bench, let's get the lid off, and let's see what's inside. Right, let's remove the body. Just undo this part here. Okay, so the motor probably needs a good clean. Body's not in too bad a condition, which is nice to see. So I think we'll whip the armature out, give that a good clean, give the motor a re-magnetise, and then I'll have a look at these pickups. I don't think they need a lot of work on them, but yeah, they're not the neatest of things. We can make sure that they're not shorting, and I'll give the inside of the wheels a little clean as well. Right, let's get the motor out. Okay, outside. Let's try and make it there. Let's slide the armature out. Monkey nut at the top. Right, there's the little ball. I'll put that back in there so I don't lose it. Okay. Let's get the brushes out. I should have done that first of all. Take the springs out. Just slide the brushes back on themselves for now. Right, armature out. Yeah, a little bit grubby. Give that a clean in a moment. Brushes, that was what I was going to do. Let me grab one of these, a little cocktail stick. Very handy tool. There's the arm brush. And the other brush. Right, let's have a look at these wheels. They're not actually too bad. Probably just need a good wipe over. Right, let's get onto the armature. So I'm just using a contact cleaner here. The WD-40, I'm sure there's other brands around, but this is one I have. Right, let's give this a good clean over. I might go and put that in the sonic cleaner. Yeah, I think I will. Pop that in there so we can get some more of that grime off. Okay, that can go in there. Let's just clean the magnet off while I've got the... I just noticed I managed to throw one of the springs across the workshop, so I'm going to put all these bits in this pot so that I don't lose them. Get it up the right way because the ball's in it. Right, there we go, that's better. We'll wipe over with some of that contact cleaner first. There's quite a bit of muck coming off them. Yeah, they've come up quite nicely actually, they're not too bad at all. Right, let's go and put this in the cleaner and I'll leave that going for a little bit. Right, so this is the sonic cleaner. You can see it bubbling away, fizzing away in there, and hopefully it's going to remove some of the grime off of it. All I've done is a little bit of warm water and a little bit of soap in there. Come back in a few minutes. Now while that's in the cleaner, while the armature's in the cleaner, I can bring on my remagnetizer machine from Ronald Dodd. If you search out Ronald on the YouTube or on the internet, there's lots of videos. He does proper restorations on these Locos and yeah, does it the proper way, not the amateurish way I do them. But he does occasionally sell these machines that he puts together. Basically all they are, and I've shown this a few times on the channel, you've got these two armatures, you push them in, put your magnet in between them, then you push the button and it just puts power back into the magnet. So the first thing we need to do with this is actually to make sure that the magnet polarity is correct. So on the side here you said north is that way, so if we just put our compass on those, you can see straight away north is that way, so it's got to go in the machine that way round. So I'm just going to slide this through like so and push the two armatures onto the magnet. I'm just going to line the magnet up as well. Now I'm not going to do this on camera. As I said before, when I push the button, the red light comes on. This thing starts to spin, it creates a big magnetic field. So while I do this, I'm going to move all my electrical stuff, my cameras right out of the way, and then push the button on here. Right, that's done. So now let's see what we've got. Well, these are well stuck to the magnet. Cool. Struggling to get that out there. Oh yes, much stronger magnet. Right, so that's good. You see, just as I put that down, the really is pulling. Right, move that machine out of the way. Okay, I think I'm ready to reassemble, so I'm just waiting on the armature. Now I don't really want to do too much more to this, apart from have a look at these brushes underneath here. So I think these just need bending a little, because they've got to the point where they're touching back onto the body. So I think we just put a little bend in them. Okay, a small pair of pliers. I did have some here. There they are. And what we'll do is we'll just put a tiny bend in them there, so they lift away from the chassis. I think the problem I've got is these are too long and they're moving around on the armature plate, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue on there. In the hope that that will hold the wire in place. That's that one done. Let's do this one. One second. Oh dear. Okay, that's better. They're a little bit more controlled now. It's better, a little bit more controlled. They're not touching the chassis now, which they were before. What about this end? Yeah, they look okay. I'm not going to touch those. And the final thing I wanted to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the wire here, just to work as an insulator. It's missing a little bit of coverage. All right, I'm going to pull that one across a bit more. Okay, right, let me go and get the armature. Okay, a tiny little bit of grease on the armature cog and the lower spindle. And let's try and relocate it. Oh, it's gone in first time. They never do that. Okay, I'm going to put a bit of oil in here. Yeah, the ball bearing's still in there. One's down. Back quarter turn. Just lock that off. Nice freely spinning. That's good. Just check those brushes again. Yeah, perfect. Okay, right. Let's get these bits back in. I'll tip them out. Now I've finished throwing things around. I'm just going to clean off the brushes. And again, just using my cleaner. That's one of them. Slide that in there. The other one. spring. And the other end. The spring. And the spring holder. That's it. Okay, finally we drop the magnet back in. There we go. Right, let's go see how that runs. Well, let me just give it a little bit of power. Still hesitating. Oh, it's running okay when it moves. Yeah. I think I might take that armature back out and have another quick look at that. Yeah, it's not happy. It's wanting to go, but yeah, let's go and have a look at that armature. Right, well, as I turn the camera off there, got a lot of smoke out the armature, and something's been burning inside there. Now, closer inspection, I am missing one of the wires that goes back onto the pickup part, so I do think I'm going to cut my losses with this and actually rewind this armature. How difficult can that be? I've only ever done this once before, and yeah, it's not the easiest of things to solder these tiny wires. Right, that's that one off. Right, now I've got to count the wind. Count how many turns as it comes off of here. 1. Oh. It's in a bit of a mess, that's for sure. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's in a right old mess. Right, I'll cut my losses. I'm actually going for brute force and just cutting through the wires now. Well, one thing to say, these wires are rotten. Absolutely rotten. all the old wires off. I'm going to go and give this another clean. Now that I can see what's in there. There's another little bit of wire there. What's that? Yeah, I'm going to go and give this another quick clean and get rid of all this old wire. Okay, this is my winding wire. What is it? 0.15 millimeters. I don't know what it should be on this. Somebody will probably tell me, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. Just take the cover off of it. Right. Now we have to solder one end of this onto one of these to make a start. So let's have a little bit of solder on the soldering iron. Just tin the wire. Right, I'm going to be very careful to count the windings as I go. Right, so I put 120 turns on that third. Now I've got to solder the wire back onto the top of the armature here. Okay, finally got that soldered on there. That was a bit of an ordeal. Turn my soldering iron off while I do this bit. So I'm going to try and put 120 turns on here now. The cord's a little bit manky. Right, 1, 2. Okay, 97, 98, 99, 100. Right, let's go and see if it runs. Well, I took it over to the track, put it on there, and didn't move at all, and then started to smoke. So, well, I tried. Sometimes these things don't work out, so I need to have a think whether I want to spend another couple of hours trying to rewind it again, or whether I actually purchase a pre-wound armature that drops straight in. But certainly the old armature, when I cut the wires off, I mean, that was never gonna work. So needed to do something, but is it worth the investment? That's the thing I need to think about. Well, after a fair bit of head scratching and going back over and over and over all of the coils that I'd wrapped around, I found that one of the little quadrants, I'd wound it in the opposite direction to the other two. Now, the golden rule when you're redoing an armature is you always wind in the same direction. If you get one of them round the wrong way, it's never going to work. So I unwrapped that coil all the way back out, wound it back the other way, put it straight on the track, and this is the result. Very sprightly, like new. So certainly the right thing. Oh, it's got stuck there, look, just as I put the camera on it. There it goes, working again. Like new, so definitely the right thing to rewind the armature. The wires that came off the previous one were in a right old state. So, right, let's go and head back over to the bench and let's have a look at the pony trucks. Okay, we'll just pop the wheel off to have a look in here, and they are insulated wheels on this, so I'm not actually sure, although I thought I saw it shorting. I think I may have been mistaken, because they're not, the wheels can't actually touch the chassis and they are insulated. So I'm inclined to just put these back on and see what happens. Let's check this one. Yeah, even that one you see is insulated. So right, let's put these back on and we'll go and give it a test run. Right, let's go and give that a go and see if I can see it sparking again. Right, so I've got the pony trucks back on, and let's give it a quick, put some power on it, let's give it a run. Now I have no idea what I saw sparking before, but there doesn't appear to be an issue now. You know, I'm quite pleased with that, that's gone together quite well. So I think what I'll do now, I'll go and give it an oil and put the body back on, and then we'll just give it a little run around the layout. Right, we're all back together. Let's just give it one final test. That's running beautifully. Oh, sticking a little bit. Oh no, it's off. It's off. I was just going to give it a push and it started. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. That's not bad. A lot of work actually to do it. It's taken me a few hours rewinding the armature, but been worthwhile in the end. Nice looking Loco. I will drop the body back off and just give it a little clean as well. I should have done that while I had it off, but I'll do that off camera. Well, I think we're going to leave that one there. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and why not check out the channel. There's lots on there, lots of things, everything from roller coasters through to model trains, and pretty much anything that interests me. And if you can subscribe, you'll be doing me a really big favour. And with that, I'll just say thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.